What's up, guys? This is Tabletop Vibes, and today we're taking a look at Dreamspace Mission to Marsylvania by Dreamspace Unlimited. Jason?
So this game, as you can probably think about the art, is retro, 8-bit. I love this type of art. It is so great. I do. If you are a fan of the retro style text-based with the solid imagery, the computer games, you take that, you put it into a board game format. That's what this game is.
Yeah, it's definitely for you. It's really cool. We'll show you some of the pictures up on the screen of the board. It's got that throwback feel.
It even has on the side. It's got the scroll bars.
This is good. Like the minus, like if you minus and.
Yes, your minimize bar, your close out. Yep.
It has on the outside of the board. I mean, it's just really fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Gives the feel to it. But yeah, what's the main thing besides 8-bit?
Yes, besides 8-bit. So this is kind of your classic dungeon crawler.
Yes.
So basically, the premise is that you are landing on a version of Mars, let's say, where basically everything's trying to kill you. And you're there as sort of like a pseudo bounty hunter. You're going there. You're going to be killing monsters. You're going to make your way to the dark side of the planet where you're going to try to kill the end boss.
Yes.
Now, the thing about this game I kind of like is that, one, it's a race.
Yeah.
So only one person can win. Only one person can kill the final boss. You're working, quote, together, sort of. You can steal things from each other, too.
You can.
Yes.
Helpingly, I guess, though.
But you also can both die permanently. So there is this balance between racing to get there and building yourself up enough to stay alive, because man, as it gets harder as you start progressing.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of characters that you can play as, and they're really hilarious. I mean, who was that? A Candy Crush guy? Like,
he had a sugar sword.
A sugar sword, and then his tagline was like, Candy's does what it needs to do. It just is like a blade. It goes straight to the heart, or something hilarious like that. I think Jason was
a cleric.
A muskrat.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Or like some sort of, there's a giraffe. There's like a bunch of, and like all your like quote tagline and what your abilities are like plays into the asymmetric ability theme of each character. So that's really fun.
Right, so you have your passive and active abilities.
Right.
You have your starting stats.
Yeah.
You have a hit point and mana bar represented by tokens. And then you also have some progression, some upgrade ability. When you go from the light side to the dusk side to the night side, you level up each time. You flip over the card. You have level 2, level 3. Gives you a lot more abilities, stat increase. So you get that feeling of that.
And then you got a lot of boss guys. So every character's turn, at the end of that, wherever you land, you're flipping a minion to
so
fight.
Everything's trying to kill you. Yep.
So it is definitely a battler game. And you're rolling for crit, and you're trying to stay alive. You're using your cool abilities, like your sugar sword that gets me a health at the end of my battle.
He eats it.
Yeah, And so like all these kind of things just make up this really fun, like dungeon crawler battler. Again, it's dice throwing, which there goes my game. But Jason you were doing pretty good.
I was doing pretty good.
I could attack. You were defending. Yeah. We needed to level up our person. We tried to rush for the let's go take down the bad guy.
So if you can't level up your character, what can you do? So what you can do is you can go around the map and you can get allies, you can get equipment, or you can get spells. That that is your
modifiers.
Kind of your modifiers as you're going along, and kind of helps you before you do that level upgrade. Each area has a mini boss that you have to take out before getting to the other areas. There's a kind of a neat movement factor where it costs more points to move down the board than it does to move across the board. So it's
cool.
harder progression. And every space you land on will do something as well as an encounter.
Gain a spell, gain an ally, -1 strength for your current battle, things like that. And then the other thing that was cool is there's cards on the side of the board that like events. They give you like conditions, but they stack.
Yes.
So it's not just like, hey, we made it past that. It's just going to keep getting worse.
Right. So you have a small stack of cards. I don't know if a dozen or 15. I'm not sure how much it is. But you start them in each of the 3 zones. And you flip them over and they're environmental effects. Negatively, they're not positive.
No, not at all.
So they're going to hurt you, and Adam's right. As you go down in levels, as you get more to the dark side, flip each one over, it all stacks. It makes a really difficult boss fight at the end because you got these conditions. The boss at the end, he had 5, what was it, 5 attack. That's
5
what it was.
attack, which is a
attack or
lot.
dice rolls.
Yeah. And then the cool part with that is there's a bunch of different bosses that you can intermix and mix out, and I think the shadow boss is that we were going for.
I think it was the vampire. Maybe?
Yeah, the vampire boss. I
mean, he comes to you too.
Yeah, he'll move out of his realm.
Yeah,
and,
he'll come chase you down.
Yeah, we were like, we should turn around. Like, let's go back and get allies and things. And so,
well, so my strategy I thought was sound initially. So basically, I got a bunch of shields, so I couldn't be hurt ever in the first section. But I didn't realize I couldn't do any damage either. So I kind of felt like, you know those scenes where you got the shield and there's the raining arrows that are coming down on top of you. I felt like one of those guys behind the show and saying, "Adam, I'm doing just fine. Yep, no problem."
And there comes my guy jumping off his shield with my sugar sword, like, charge!
He's got all damage, no defense.
And no defense, yeah. Except for that I regain a health because I eat my sword.
Your sword.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just take a lick or two.
Yeah, take a lick or two, we're good. But it's a blast. It's a good time. Like, I mean, seriously, if you love the retro theme, like Jason was stating, you love dungeon crawlers, battler things, like boss battler, like, you're gonna love this. Whenever you watch this, it'll be on Kickstarter, and definitely check it out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. We had a blast. I think it plays 4, 5? 5. So the box says. So check it out. Like, subscribe, comment on what your favorite retro game is. I would have to say that mine is probably Chip's Challenge.
Mine, and if you know this, comment, because I know very few people know this. I like Le Emperor, which is an old game for the NES. So I'd be curious to know if anybody else knows of that game.
I like Chip Challenge, Dig Dug. And if anybody actually remembers this too, and it's not really retro, I guess it kind of is, but Jones in the Fast Lane.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Version 3.1 at Windows.
There you go.
So we're Tabletop Vibes. Thanks for watching. We'll check you next time.